Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Mohadi. Today's topic is you eat the fruits of your heart. So this topic was inspired by Proverbs 4:23, and it says, the new International Version says, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. And the New King James Version says, keep your heart with all diligence, from out of it springs the issues of life. So my interpretation of this verse is that whatever that you harbor in your heart, it will become fruits, right? So it will produce fruit. So how I imagine it, or how I picture it, is that your heart is like a bag full of seeds, and there's so many different kinds of seeds, and they can be good, they can be bad seeds, right? And as you go through life, you actually plant those seeds. Okay, so as an example, I will make an example of good seeds and bad seeds, right? So we'll start with actually the bad seeds, and then this will be an example so that you can also understand better what I want to say. So an example of bad seeds is fear, for example. So fear is a bad seed, and how it manifests itself in many different ways. So it can manifest itself in being desperate, for example. You can be desperate because you are fearful of the future. When you are desperate, you make yourself vulnerable to people who want to take advantage of you, to scammers or people who want to use you, right? So say for example, you are very fearful. You don't have a job at the moment. You feel like because you don't have a job now, it might happen that even 10 years from now you might not have a job. So you are so desperate to grab on whatever opportunity comes your way. So because we know that in life, where there's a need, there are people who want to take advantage of people who have that particular need. So somebody can offer you a job that is not legit. They can say, for example, pay money so that you can get this job, and then you don't ask yourself enough questions to say, but does it make sense that a company would I would pay to get a job, because the company is supposed to pay you, not the other way around. So the fruits is the fact that you may find yourself in very sticky situations, less than desirable situations, because you were fearful, right? So situations where you are being taken advantage of, and maybe sometimes even dangerous situations. Another way in which fear can manifest itself, in the way in which we plant the seeds of fear, is feeling stuck, feeling paralyzed, because fear can paralyze you. It can either make you do irrational things, or it can paralyze you. So you find that you are not taking the necessary steps for you to get out of a particular situation, because you are so fearful of what might happen if you leave that situation. So you stay in a very toxic situation because of the fear, not that this situation is better, but because of what you imagine, what the fear is doing to you, you'd rather stay in a very toxic situation. That another seed that is very bad is bitterness. Normally, bitterness finds its way to people's lives when they have been disappointed by something in the past, right? And they have not dealt with that disappointment. It was so painful that they just, like, maybe they're not thinking about it every day, or that thing happened, but it has changed them so much that it's affecting their lives in a bad way. One of the ways in which bitterness manifests itself, the way in which we plant the seeds now, it's through jealousy. When you are jealous of people, when you are envious of other people, because you feel that why should they have that which they are having and you don't have it, right? So and we all know that where there's jealousy, there's never peace. Jealousy creates strife. So now the fruit of bitterness in this case will be strife, right? And then another way in which bitterness manifests itself is, for example, when a person is very insensitive to other people's problems or to other people's situations. This person lacks empathy, and the problem with that is that if somebody is insensitive, they lack empathy, they become cruel. So, and if there is something that they can do to help a person, they can withhold it, and that is it's a bad thing, because whatever you do or don't do unto others, it also comes back to you. And let's look at Luke 6:38. 37 to 38, it says, "Do not judge and you will not be judged. Do not condemn and you will not be condemned. Forgive and you will be forgiven. Give and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over will be poured into your lap. For with the measure you use, it will be given. It will be measured back to you." So whatever that you do unto others, if you are withholding peace, for example, you always want people to be distressed, it will come back to you. If you are withholding help from other people, the day that you need help, it will be withdrawn from you. So it will be withheld from you. So it's not so now the fruits of bitterness will then become a miserable life, because you want other people to be miserable. The fruits that you will eat is misery as well. So let's go to the positive things. Some of the seeds that are good, it's faith. Faith is a very beautiful fruit. It's a very beautiful seed, and it produces many beautiful fruits, right? So faith, one of the things that it can produce, or one of the ways in which it's manifested, is through being grounded, right? When you are a grounded person, you are secure. In this case, in this context, it is the opposite of being desperate, right? Because you are able to give yourself time and space to discern whatever is presented to you before you commit to it. You can see red flags and you take them seriously, and you are able to say, if it's not good, then it's not good. You don't you are not desperate and just taking whatever looks like can help you, right? So that's one of the things. And then another thing, in another way in which faith manifests itself is through courage, and courage can do a lot for you. It can move you from a particular situation to a better situation. Say, for example, you want to open a business, you need the courage to actually start, and then the fruits of it can be financial rewards, and maybe knowing more people, networking. Now you have come across people who are able to help you and lift you up. So those are your fruits. And then another seed that you should have in your heart, that I feel that you should have in your heart, is the seed of love. So love is that quality that gives a relationship the chance to be harmonious, right? So when you are, one of the ways in which love manifests itself is through the ability to cherish other people, to appreciate other people for whatever they have or whatever they do. You see good in other people, and it does not threaten you. That way you are also able to benefit from their gifts, so by you benefiting from their gifts and their good qualities, that will also produce good fruits in your life. Another thing is that you will have empathy. You are able to can you feel other people's pain, and you are able to help. And we just read in Luke 6:38 that whatever you take out, it also comes back to you. And another thing is generosity, you are able to be generous, because is there really love when there's no generosity? That's one of the ways in which it manifests itself. And whenever you are generous to other people, God will also be generous to you. So that is those are the examples of bad fruits and good fruits. So the point of this video is that we must be able to look in our hearts and see what is really influencing our actions. And the Bible says that everything flows from your heart. All the issues of life flows from your heart. So you can see that the things that are in your heart, they really determine your destiny. They inform where you are going. It's always best to do things now when things are not so bad, before things are all messed up, so that you can do better. You don't want to look back one day when things are tough and then you say that, had I only been a loving person instead of being a jealous person, then I would have been a much better person, or my circumstances or my relationships would have worked out, or if you say, or you look back and you say, if only I had the faith, instead of fear, then I would have been far along in my life. So I'm going to do a part 2 of this video, and the part 2, it is how to actually go about looking inside of your heart, that you can see what is in there, and so that you can be informed of where you are going in life, which direction you are taking. So yes, thank you for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up, and also comment down below so that I can know that the video is helpful to you, and then I can also be encouraged to make more videos. And don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share with your friends that can be helped from my videos. And thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye.